on time. I think it just clicked over to 5:36 when I was about to hit the button. Waldrop, Witzel, Stanifer, Sean McGill, Peterson. People are here. Oh, how's everybody doing? I have to give Eric Witzel his Patreon shout out. The rewards on Patreon is, first of all, everybody that signs up at least the minimum level gets a Patreon shout out. So here you go, Eric Witzel. Thanks for signing up. I know it's probably a little bit late, but the notification system on Patreon isn't good. It's just a little blue dot beside stuff, and I didn't notice that I had a benefit outstanding. And it was the Patreon shout out for Eric Witzel. Waldrop, how's it going? Oh, you will be too, would you? Okay. Yeah, that's right. Waldrop's going to be buying up that property in Black Creek and opening up a guitar farm. Love your shirt. Custom Creations shirt. Oh, hashtag. Still glittery. So far so good on the not putting it in the dryer. Eventually that'll get forgotten and it'll go in the dryer. Oh. We're going to try the handcrafted workshop. Hello from Cincinnati, Ohio. There's other Ohioans in Ohioans? Ohioites? I don't know. I think Eric Witzel's an Ohioite. An Ohioer. Ohio. Stanifer is also an Ohioite. I'm big in Ohio, apparently. Ohioans, Witzel says. Ohioans. Yeah, that sounds like probably the best. Ohioite. Ohioan. I like Ohioite. But that's cool. Yeah. Stanifer, Witzel, handcrafted. Ohioan. Let's go. You gotta get back out to do yard work. Bye. You pop back? All right, we'll be here. Stanifer, why can you only put Japanese walnuts in the bowl? I don't know if this is a joke that's going to have an answer coming to it, or if there's an actual Japanese walnut bowl. What is handcrafted workshop? I try to remember people's actual names when they have names like that. If you want to tell me your actual name, I will see what I can do about remembering it. I know Seth is Brick House something. Brick House Wood Shop. I try to remember people's actual names and use them if they're going to be regulars. Lily Atkins White is here. All right, Handcrafted Workshop is Gary. Gary at Handcrafted Workshop. Sometimes it takes me a few tries, but maybe I'll get it eventually. Gary, how can I make that connection? Handcrafted Gary. Gary at Handcrafted Workshop. If I just keep saying it, it might stick around. Or if other people remember and they start calling you Gary, it'll help. Brian's back. Brian, we need to do a barbecue show. I think I'm gonna line up recording next round of podcasts for me. Tuesday's full. Damn. Monday night? Does Monday night work for you? I'll just send you an email. I got to get a few more recorded because next week is supposed to be an episode and I don't have any recorded or edited or anything. I had a backlog. I try to do them in batches and I'm plumb out. So I got to do another 4-pack of podcast recordings. Call him everything but Gary just to throw you off. Okay, right. Yeah, these guys are. If this is your first time here, these guys are mean to me. So you can either buck the trend and be nice to me, or you can join in. I'm okay either way, really. It's the first live show of the month. We're supposed to just hang out and have bevies, but Mr. Chili Man Scott Grant of Custom Creations wants to see me try some of his concoctions that he has sent to me. So maybe we'll try one and it'll go poorly and then we'll just go on with the Hangout Bevy show. Maybe it'll go really well and I will love turning this stuff. Chili says, yay! Best products in the world. He does make... I can't speak for all of the products in the world, but he does make my favorite finishing products. And he sent me these blanks. Scott, tell the people what you've done with these. This one is a hybrid. It's got some burl and some resin stuff in it. But these ones, I think I was gonna do a hybrid blank, and then I was prepping these ones, and I was like, I don't think there's any wood in these. So I found one that I was sure there was wood in because it had like burl bits sticking out the side of it, and I prepped one of these too. But what are these made with? That I'm gonna try for the first time tonight. It's like an epoxy resin of some kind. Is it like an acrylic epoxy resin? I don't know anything about this stuff. It's red mallee burl. This is red mallee burl? It's not very red compared to the other red mallee burl that I have. This is the other red mallee burl that I have. It doesn't look anything like that. Is there wood in these ones too? Epoxy resin blanks. So just standard straight up like 2-part 1-to-1 or 1-to-2 with pigments. We got a purple glittery. We got a red swirly. And we got what looks like a green and purple. We had one that was green and purple. Now I have half. The other one's on the floor. It's green and purple, or sort of purpley blue, glittery. Turn one and see what's inside. Well, that's the idea. Red with some swirls. Do the green and purple one, it'll look pretty. Well, I only have half of it now. All right, green and purple, straight epoxy. That's what Chili wants, that's what Chili gets. Because he's the one that sent them to me. They blow out hard when you drill them. Just gonna pretend that I didn't say that. So I was smart this time because I thought that might happen, and so I marked the center, and then I cut that, and then when I chucked it up to drill it out, I went in that way so that if the end blew out, which it did on all of them, like big time, then I could cut it to length on that end when I put the tube in there. Clip that audio out for the soundboard. Yeah, let's just, whatever that was didn't happen. I don't remember what exactly I said, but it was inappropriate if taken in the wrong context. Okay, the next question is, now there's no other questions. Let's just start cutting. Blue, green, and purple epoxy from my boy Scott down in Australia. Let's let's just have a little go and see at it. That one, that way. Here we go. We are, however, going to use, okay, Scott, in order for the best chance of success, I should definitely switch my carbide thing to a new side, or should I, hold on, I've got the radius carbide tip that's brand new and fresh that I could swap onto this if I wanted to, if that's a good idea. Scott's going to help me out and not just like trick me into doing something that isn't good. So I'm going to wait for him to tell me, do you only turn slim lines? I don't only turn slim lines. It's just I asked Scott, I was like, should I split these in half and make like 1 part pens, or should I make slim lines? And then it didn't matter because the only 1 piece ones that I have take a 27/64 bit, and I couldn't find it when I was prepping. So the only option was slim lines because I could only find my 7mm bit. I've got 4 or 5 different kinds of pen kits, but when I was prepping blanks, all I could find was my 7mm drill bit. So that's what we get. Gouge? I only have bowl gouge. And I don't know that it's really very sharp. Pick a different answer. What is this? Use the skew. Unless you got a negative rake, I suggest using your bowl gouge. All right, okay. Well, let's let's do that then, I guess. Not sure if Scott's messing with me or not. If only you had a Wolverine sharpening system. Shut up, Peterson. Nobody asked you anyway. Just put the carbide on upside down. We'll try. This is the one he wants me to do. And this is the tool he wants me to use. So, if it explodes, it'll be his fault, right? Where do I order the pen kits from? I get my slim lines from Penn State Industries because they're cheapest there. I get all of my not slim lines from William Woodwright. Pen 10blanks.ca, 10kits.ca. I never remember. All right. Let's see how this goes. Hey, let's making cuts. I want to go down a little bit because I feel like I'm elbow a little bit. Way too hard? Settle down, Paul. I'm learning. I'll find out where too hard is. See, that's another one. It makes a damn mess. I'll tell you that right now. And it doesn't smell good. It gets all wrapped up in this. Okay, so I can already tell that this is not going to be the most fun time I've ever had at my life. I think I might also only be in my middle gear. Yeah. Let's go up to fast. Yeah. Spin it. Maybe not quite, but like somewhere in there. This is not cool. it's kind of cool once you're at the point where it's round. Like in through here, it's kind of fun. This isn't cool though. I don't like the mess. Yeah, this is not my favorite substance to turn. Once you actually get round and it's taken like strings instead of like chips, it's more fun. I don't know that I think it's fun yet, but it's more fun when it's strings than when it's chips. Till you slip off one end and go into the other end. This is... Why'd you guys make me do this? This is on you, Scott. I'll make you come over and clean up my shop. Yeah, you just stop and like declog the thing once in a while. This is dumb. And then it, like, instead of it coming off, it just wraps itself up in the nonsense. It's kind of cool. It is actually kind of cool when you get like one string that's like off the thing, but then it gets wrapped up in the mandrel and God. I need to get a drink, but I don't want to miss any of this. We could just both go sit and have a drink if you want. I'm okay. Like, I'd be okay taking a break. This is crazy. Hey, Marbo's here. I'm making a thing out of stuff. Yeah. And then it gets wrapped up and I can't see what's going on. Can't see what I'm doing here. I just start making a cut and then it gets all balled up in the nonsense in the middle of my cut, and I don't know where the tip of my tool is. This is also the first time I've used a bowl gouge doing spindle turning. So I'm not really used to where the bevel is going across stuff. Well, I'll just keep working away at it. I kind of do want to take a break and just have a bevy, and this is hilarious. You kind of gotta like roll with the cut a little bit. That's the technical term for what I'm doing. I'm going meep, meep. I am gonna stop and take a break here in a second though, because I'm starting to laugh a little too much. And it is pretty frustrating to like have to stop frequently and get this shit out of here. can feel my shoulders getting tense and stuff. So I'm going to sit down. We're going to come back to this nonsense. Yeah, this is fun. Thanks, Scott. I'm really enjoying myself. It's an interesting substance. If it would just come off and not just get wrapped around it, I would probably be enjoying it more. But like stopping and just picking it out. Next blank, use the carbide and watch it explode. Well, why would I do that? I'm not going to intentionally wreck the gifts that you send. Make sure you ask how to sand acrylic before you start sanding it. I don't know if it's acrylic. What kind of epoxy is it? Skew would be easier, Kyla says. I thought you were doing yard work. Don't you have to get back to the yard? Epoxy resin isn't acrylic. Okay. I don't know what is what. Just need dust collection on your lathe to get it to go away. I need lots of things in life, okay? It's like a train wreck I can't leave. Thanks, friend. I haven't exploded it yet. I think I'm doing pretty well. So a real friend would like support me and like cheer me on. Doesn't look like your gouge is sharp enough. Well, that's possible. It looks like you're pushing way too hard when you get off the end of the blank. These are all possible things. Which carbide tool do I have? I have the little mini square, round, and pointy. And then I have the radius tip that I can put on the square one. And then I have the Easy Wood Tools hollower. Suggested sharpening. No, I'm not going to sharpen the gouge right now. When I sharpen a gouge, it sucks, and I don't like doing it. I haven't set up my thing yet. So shut up. It's cutting okay. Like the actual cuts I'm making are okay. I just don't know the technique of doing it. Here you go. Sand on slow speed through the grits. Not a lot of pressure or it can melt. Oh, melting is probably a thing I should avoid. Once sanded, stop lathe, manually turn spindle, sanding lengthwise to get rid of scratches. Okay. Which company made my little ones? I think they're just garbage Chinese ones from Penn State Industries. It was like the starter kit of 3. I think they were PSI. All I'm hearing is excuses. Well, excuses is plural. So that sentence should be all I'm hearing are excuses. And you're the one making excuses for not doing yard work. So aren't you supposed to be doing yard work right now? We'll just keep going. I'm getting there. Okay, this isn't like a cherry pen that I can do in 6 minutes. This is a new experiment that I've never done before, and I'm trying new things. And I'll either have something afterwards or I won't. That's how this show goes. At least I'll have something after this show, unlike Kyla, who won't have her yard done. All right. Who was it that needed to go get a drink? I hope that was enough time. Insult your guests, the pathway to more viewers. Here we go. We're back at it. I don't know. It's 11 a.m. I got all day. Oh, right. And it's not even today there. It's tomorrow there already. I don't want you guys to slide over here. There we go. Is that about where you were? I don't know. Oh, okay. Who made this shirt again? Kyle asks. My friend Scott Grant made this shirt. On his cry cut machine. I'll just go slow. See, that's fun. But then that's not. See? See how it was fun when it was like going up, but then it got caught and started whipping around and became not fun again? I don't know what those stupid things are called, Kyla. Maybe I'll just make the first one like extra fatty fat. So that I can go for like a finished result. It's just stupid. Get off of there. Yeah, so whoever said the dust collection thing would help is completely correct, though, because if it was going into a chute, this would be a much less painful process than having to stop and clear it out. I'm
I'm getting there, though. We'll see. At this point, I could use a skew as a scraper. Oh, that's a good idea. I think I should probably use my skew for the first time ever during my first ever attempt at this stuff. Keep waiting for it to pick up the shavings from the bedway. Yeah, it's getting close, probably. Or my new carbide bit. Maybe I can yeah. Chili seems to think I'm going to explode it if I put a carbide bit to it. I don't. I can go to a fresh side. I'm just going to use this to try and smooth it out. Just a wood chisel. No, let's just sharpen up a screwdriver. What could go wrong? Yeah. Supportive audience. They make a negative rake for your tools. They make a negative rake for my Easy Wood hollower. I'm not sure if they do for these ones. I think the Easy Wood probably has one that fits this, though. I just don't know which one it would be. I'm almost trusting Chili that this might not be a great idea. Let's get the skew. This is not a good idea. No, I don't like that at all. I can picture that going terribly, terribly wrong in my head while I'm pushing it into the thing. That's not something I want to do. If that's the picture I have in my head while I'm doing it, that's not something I want to do. I think I will just get there. Just be more patient with your life and just get there. It's just a weird place to be on the tool rest and in the cut. It's just not a sensation that I'm used to, or a cut I'm used to watching happen. Let's just start. We'll do. All right. Let's sand. We'll just start really low. And I don't know, this might look worse than it is. Use denatured alcohol to clean between grits? No, I'm gonna use blue shine juice. I'm gonna water it down though. Hold on. Couple drops of that stuff. Be right back. There we go. We got some watered down shine juice. This show. Let's start with this. I don't know. I even have any super low grit stuff. Wet sand. Put something across the bed of my lathe. Well, come on. That's just expectations now. I don't know. I was not prepared for that. I don't really have anything. Here, we'll put the Jumbo Jaws box across there. We'll go backwards and we'll go slow, right? We want to crank this thing down. Probably a little faster than that. All right. Blue sheen. Help me out here, blue sheen. You see no blue? I diluted it. This is gonna wear out my arm. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. That's top speed on bottom gear. I'm gonna go to middle gear because that's too slow. I don't care. Get out of here, you. I also probably should have started lower than 120, but that's just like the lowest I had in these little pads. And I think we'll just get there if we just keep going at it. Maybe have a little bit more patience in our lives. And trying new things. All right, well, let's just keep going. We'll try to work our way through here. Got 180. Might take another break here in a minute. Even if it's just to let my arm rest. Hey, Bill Krulick's here. Welcome to this gong show of a thing. Should probably have my mask back on if it's going to be spitting stuff at me. That sanding stuff is cool. It makes like a little slurry. But keeps sanding. It doesn't just like clog it up. It just like makes a slurry and then it just keeps sanding. All right, let's take a break. We ended at 180. We'll come back and keep going. Maybe I'll use the drill now that I'm a little bit higher. the grits. One hour in and we almost have a thing, maybe. Yes. This is exactly correct. What else did you have to do? You didn't have anything else to do. Don't pretend like you like, and also don't pretend like you don't know what this show is doing. Like, you knew what you were getting into. Gary had an excuse. Like, he didn't know. He was just flipping through YouTube and he was like, oh, live turning? Sure, let's check that out. And then he was like, no. I haven't seen him. I don't know. Is he still here or am I right? Did he just like peace out? It's Barry. It's not Barry, it's Gary. Stop it, Pinnell. Well, I'm watching you rather than going out with a beautiful lady. I mean, we all make decisions in life, but sometimes you make the wrong ones. Stuff makes such a mess. Are you inebriated? Who, me? This is still beer one. Haven't seen Larry since he started. Stop it. His name's Gary, and it's handcrafted woodworks. Damn. He has to come back, or I'll never remember. Handmade woodwork, handcrafted wood something. Also, my heater's on, and it shouldn't be because I'm super hot already. New beer. I hope this thing looks awesome when it's done, because I don't think I've ever taken an hour to turn a pen in my life. Like, even the first one where I was like, I don't know what I'm doing at all. Like, this is my first ever pen. I don't think that one took an hour. If I knew how to use a skew. Turn the whole thing with sandpaper next time instead of the ribbons that keep wrapping around the damn mandrel, getting in my way. It's the highest grade sandpaper you've got, Chili says. Maybe 600. Maybe 600. Well, I've got that whole thing of garbage Amazon paper. It goes up to like 2,000. But do I want to get that out? Are resin shavings flammable? I don't know why I'm even asking, but they look like the most dangerous cheese string ever. Yeah, do that. Yeah, do what? Melt them into a new blank? Or get the garbage Amazon paper out? Go all the way through the damn grits up to 2,000? That's going to suck so bad. I don't want to do that. Tell me to half-ass it. Another Ohioan. Got Bailey Woodworks from Wooster, Ohio. Why am I so big in Ohio? Yeah, but with the drill, it'll be fast. But then I have to pick through the bag and get one of each out and then look at what it is, because they're not labeled on the back, so I have to work right on the back what it is.
New shirt. I'm big in Ohio. No, that's not a. I already have 3. I'm not doing a 4th. They don't know any better there. Yeah, maybe. Anything worth doing is worth doing well. Krulik, supposed to be on my team. I want to half-ass it. Also, those little ones, the Amazon little ones only go on my little thing, obviously. Pad thing, and it doesn't like Velcroing right now. Or buy some micro mesh pads. Yeah, it'd be good if I had micro mesh, but cheap alcohol in Ohio. Yeah, it allows them to put up with me. Maybe that's it.
Maybe booze is so cheap and the entertainment is so limited that they have to go on YouTube and then they find this idiot. And they're all drunk, so he's actually entertaining. I don't know. I will tell you what. I stopped at 180. I'll grab... What do I got here? I've got 240, 320. Okay, well with these ones, I can do like... I can do up to 400 with the good stuff. From there, we'll see. We'll see what I feel like. You guys aren't in charge. I'm probably dying right now. Like, that's probably killing me. That's the blue stuff right there. See, Gary's still watching, see? Yeah, blue stuff keeps the dust down too. That's cool. All right, there we go. That was 240. Going half the lot. You don't need to buy property here so you can show me how to turn and finish pens. You need to buy property here so we can open our guitar conglomerate. Oh, hey, so speaking of opening a guitar conglomerate, I quit my job again today. It's been like almost a year since I quit a job. This stuff's cool, Chili, this sanding stuff. The YouTube money pull was too much. Yeah, that's why. No, I got... it's funny because last time I quit a job, I joked on the show that I had another part-time job, but I would need more employment than that. And maybe I would go work for my friend who runs the shop that I sell my stuff out of. And I would like learn how to run her glow forge and do some work there. And that is where I'm gonna go work now. She's been asking me to come work there for probably 4 years, but she never made like a concrete offer of like this many dollars per hour for this many hours these days a week. And then this week she actually did, and it was enough to pull me away from my current job. So I'm gonna go work at her shop where I sell my stuff. I'm gonna work for her. I get an extra day off every week. So right now I'm working 4 days a week. I'm gonna go work for her 3 days a week. So I get an extra shop day every week, and I get about 35% more employment income just from my job. So I have another day in the shop to make money, and I get 35% more paycheck. We are at, that's pretty damn smooth. How smooth do you guys want me to go? That was 320. Do a 400 with the drill. I am not pulling out the garbage Amazon paper. How much difference is it going to make if I pull out the Amazon paper? Like, can't I just go to 600 and then custom grit? Scott, come on. I don't even trust that Amazon stuff is actually properly grit rated. Oh, fine. God. You guys are the worst. All right, so that was 4. Damn it, Scott. Oh, you guys. 12. There's 6. $600. Oh, there's 2,000. There's 120, 240, 100, 150, 180, 200. Oh, there's more. This is on you guys that this show's running so long. There's supposedly 3,800. Six, 8, 1,000. What'd you say, Chili? 6, 8, 1,000, 2,000 is enough? Uh, 6, 8, 1, 2. Okay, that's it. That's all I'm doing. I think you have the same kit. This little kit full of garbage sandpaper that goes up to 2,000. And it came with a couple of garbage. I don't know where they are. I probably just threw them out. It came with a couple of garbage. These things. Yeah, that's the same kit. It sucks. 1,000. All right. 6, 8, 1, 2. Not doing it on the drill though, because I don't have a little pad that's gonna. I got 1, 2. 6, 8. Maybe I'll throw a 12 in there for fun too. There we go. 6, 8, 1,000, 1,200, 2,000. It's your fault. 12, 6. All right, 6, 8, 1, 12, 2. What is the underlying color of this thing? We're going to find out. It's like a green and purple, or green and pink, or something. Mixture blend of epoxies. Go 6. Eight. Eight. Couple more. This better be the damn nicest pen in the world. 1,000. There we go. 1,000. 1,200. Oh, we're getting close. Last one. We're going 2,000 and then we're custom gridding. And we're going to let Chili pick a hardware too. But I'm down to the last couple options here. I think we got copper. Copper, gold, chrome, and satin gold, I think, are the only 4. But we'll check those out before I make you pick. There we go. 2,000. Resin. Damn Australians. Alright, we are going to let that, even though it's unnecessary, we're going to let that dry for a bit and have a bevy. We're going to go through the hardware options for Mr. Grant. I'm going to put all these stupid garbage Amazon sandpapers away over here. Get out of my face. I hate you. And yeah, then we'll put this thing together after we custom grit bar. What? The crayon bar. Here we go. Chili, pay attention. Satin gold. Chrome. Gold, so satin gold, shiny gold, chrome, and copper. More gold. 4 options. Shiny gold, satin gold, chrome, or copper. Chrome, he says. Done. Get that out now. It's hot in here. I might open the door. Here you have a sample board to set the pen beside so it's easier to pick. Well, you know what, Ken? Oh, hey Ken, welcome to the show. It's been a nonsense show again. Not that that's unexpected.
Not a huge fan of turning epoxy pen blanks. It makes a huge stringy mess. Chrome it is, Mr. Scott. Anybody else making anything cool right now? I think I saw Waldrop say something about getting a ton of guitar bodies done. Was looking a little oh, Megan's here too. Was looking a little crazy when you got here. Did you get here when it was still like super bulbousy and like the stuff was all over and it was just... I'm sorry I didn't notice you somehow. I was paying attention to the garbage in front of me. The stringy bits hang on forever. Yeah, and they wrap themselves up on the mandrel, and then you have to stop and pull them all off so you can see what you're doing. Question, Mr. Scotty. Can you finish over blue sheen without it being a problem? Like if I go over with the crayon right now, is it cool? You also missed me say like 100 times, you have a little pad in the bowl sander I sent you. Sure did. Thanks for letting me know 100 times, though. I appreciate that. I was laser focused on what I was doing. Let's go custom grit this thing then, if we can just do that. Also, we have to spend a little bit of time making fun of Mike Bennett because he let me know before the show that he wasn't going to be able to make it because he was going for dinner at his parents or something. And I said, okay, well, but then we're going to make fun of you behind your back. So go ahead. You guys make fun of Mike Bennett for a little while. I will help, but... I'm gonna glasses. I am gonna step 1 custom grit bar crayon. There we go. Draw it on like a crayon. That's all it takes. It's like barely even took the corner off the thing. And there's a fair bit on there, probably more than I need. But the bar of custom grit looks user-friendly. Yeah, it's it's something else, man. I gotta say, I thought if I can, now that I've used the bar of custom grit, I don't think I'll use the paste if the bar is applicable. Unless you can't get the bar in some place to get it on, which is where the paste, I think, would be ideal. And also for like buffing flat things, like non-lathe things, the paste would be the option. But yeah, this bar stuff is super rad.
There's a good addition to the lineup. Draw it on like a crayon. Buff it in, buff it out. It's even the best part about it, I think, is that you don't have to actually stop your thing, because the paste, if you try to put it on while it's spinning at speed, it just kind of like flings it off. Whereas the bar stuff actually like adheres, because it's the friction of the spinning thing that's taking it off the bar. There we go. Buff in, buff out. So shiny. I don't know if you guys are... There's some sparkly. The pinkness is subtle. There is some purple in that green, but it is subtle. Go. Do that too while we're at it. That is a pretty nice pen. It's, okay, let's have a chat about this pen and whether this was worth it. That is a beautiful writing implement. Is it worth the hour? I mean, minus the messing around. We're at 1:30 in the show. Maybe. I don't know. It's damn nice. It's never gonna show up for you guys how, like, the cool stuff that's happening in there and the glitteriness. There's some sparkle, like some, it's cool. And I win a new thing. I did a new thing and I didn't screw it up.
just took way longer than it should, probably. You think the photos I post to Instagram will show? I don't know that they will, man, because even if you can't really see, unless you're really up close looking at it, you can't really even see the purple in amongst the green. I don't know if it'll show up in pictures at all. But it's cool. I appreciate you sending them. I don't know how often I'm going to throw one up on the lathe because it does make a god-awful mess. Like, it's a shit show over there right now. You can kind of see it on the TV. I mean, yeah, like, if you can catch the light right, and as I rotate it, I can see that you guys can see the gradations of color. Gradations is no word. But it isn't, when I was looking at the blank itself, I thought there was going to be more sort of like green and then purple, but it's more like the green and purple have blended together, and you can only like see the difference as you like move it. It's a rad color itself though. Like even from over here, it looks sort of like a greenish, like a super, super dark forest green from far away. And then when you get up, you can start seeing some purple tinges coming in. If I knew how to use a skew and I could cut the time down to like a third of what it took me to do it, I could see them doing it. This purple's going to be nice. And I really am looking forward to seeing how this burl and green resin one is, because I think that'll be rad, having like some wood and some resin. This is a pen for stoners. Oh yeah, if I gave that to a stoner and they just had it sitting on their table and they'd just like catch different glints of stuff in it, they'd be all over that. They sell for $60 to $80. Okay, well I guess it's more worth it. I guess that makes it a little more easier to stomach the time investment in them. And maybe I learn how to use a skew, and then it actually like speeds the process up. Maybe one more beer, and then we'll call her a night. I'm gonna open this because I am a little bit warm. So excuse the traffic noises and stuff that come along. There's bound to be some motorcycles and some trucks going along here any minute. So, oh, have you ever seen a pen on weed? Maybe with the better light. It's got a little bit of dust on it from the workbench. And the noisy Subaru. There you go. Yeah, see, I think that's going to show up a little bit better for you guys. The purple and the green that come through once in a while. But mainly an overarching, like, super, super dark green tone. Woodcut is a lot less dollars. Oh, okay, I missed some stuff. Woodcut says 1.5 horsepower is their minimum. You should better record. Okay, I'm gonna assume that that's a conversation between other people because There's obviously some back and forth thing happening. I'm right down to the bushings on this one, Pinnell. Matches up perfect right there. Yeah. Congrats on your first non-wood pen. Hey, that's a valid point. I don't know that I would consider the stabilized ones wood anymore. I mean, their base was wood, but once you stabilize it, I'm not really sure you can call it wood. It's made, guess, yeah, you have to. The pen is made out of wood. So, I suppose, but the pen is made out of wood that has been altered to the point where it no longer acts like wood. My first 100% epoxy pen. It's true. I guess that means I have to keep this one too then, doesn't it? Is this my first of a thing? Green is my favorite color. Guess I'm keeping this one too. It takes so long to get the little bits of rubber off the tips of these things. Like, I could pick away at this thing forever. There'd still be little bits of rubber on the end of it. Okay, this one's mine. A little bit of, oh, with the sun. Okay, I don't know if it's gonna happen for you guys, but like, is this? No, it's just not gonna do it justice. I guess it's just good to be me who gets to actually see how awesome this thing is. Now you need a hybrid pen to turn epoxy and wood. Well, you're not here when I was talking about this one that's got Mali burl and green resin. Maybe we'll do this next week. Should we just do this next week? Should we say right now? We'll try doing this next week. I can not put it up there. Epoxy and sea creatures hybrid pen. I'll hold off on the burl and epoxy one until next week. We'll try that. And then next week could be another first. That's cool. Maybe this week I'll get brave enough to try putting a skew to something and without getting, because I was close. Like, I was getting to the point where it was about to go. But I just, in my head, I pictured it all going very, very badly. And that's not the image you want in your head as you're about to do something. It felt like I was about to mentally make something come true. Probably getting close to needing to order another batch of slimline kits too. Because I know everybody makes fun of slimline pens. But I don't understand why. Because they are the most profitable thing that comes out of my shop. Watch a skew video first. Scotty has already personally made how to use a skew chisel video and sent it directly to me, and I've watched it. I know the concept. It just scares me. Because it's just the different, it's a different physics. Like, you're cutting at the top of the turn as opposed to letting it turn down in. You're turning as it comes across the top. And it's just there's a different, in my head, there's like a different physics of the engagement angles and stuff. I think I just have to just do it. and then figure out that it's actually not that scary. Oh, that's probably how it needs to go. I need to actually just do it and then go like, oh, like the first time I used a bowl gouge. And I was like, oh, this is what turning can be like if you get it riding properly along the thing. Probably the same kind of idea. You can't really know until you know. Like I said, when I went to the bowl gouge from the first time after using only carbide bits, and there's a completely different physics involved in that too. But it was cool. I am going to be very close to bidding you all adieu. It was fun though. Nice new adventure. Somebody come over and clean my shop. Chili? Come clean that. That's nonsense. There's plastic ribbons hanging all over the damn place over there. And you caused it. So get going. Is it sticky? It's like staticky. It's not like sticky like glue or tape. What does something like that cost to make? Like this? Handcrafted. Hey, handcrafted is here still. Gary, right? I don't know. Chili? What is the value of the epoxy that goes into something like that? I want to say it's probably 2 ounces of epoxy plus some powder plus some pigment. Maybe not quite 2 ounces, 1.5 ounces plus some pigment. So maybe $15. I don't know. Depends on the volume of epoxy you buy at the time. The more you buy, the cheaper it is per ounce, etc. I can't really say. $5 Australian. Okay. So cheaper than I'm thinking. But he also, Chili, keep in mind, he also buys the epoxy by the 60 liters. So he's gotten his price point down. I'm exaggerating, but not by very much. One of these days, we're going to make one on the show with, speaking of Chili and his epoxy making ways. He sent me one of these to make my own. So one of these days, at the end of the show, no, see, I always think that I'm going to want to do it at the end of a show. We'll just mix up some epoxy and pour a blank and set it aside, and maybe we'll do it next week. But the epoxies that I have take like days to cure. And I can't just have this sitting in my shop for days curing and not be able to use my shop on my days off. And like today, as of 4 o'clock this afternoon, was the start of my time off. So I have, if I'm gonna ever pour blanks, I have to do it on like Tuesday night, because then I've got a couple of days where I can avoid the shop because I'm working. Acrylic acetate pen blanks are $4 on penblanks.ca. I didn't know about the pen parts. Oh, the pen, the kits themselves. That's another thing that depends on like how many you buy at a time. because these slimline ones that I buy 60 of them at a time. So they cost significantly less than if you were just going to buy a couple. I think I buy 60 for, I don't know, somebody look it up at PSI. The 60 pack, the economy 60 pack of slimline pens is actually a really good deal. I think it's like less than $1 each. But then, like I said, you gotta buy 60 to get that price. Put a cover over it. Yeah, but where? In my shop, can I just put a cover over something? I mean, if my shop was clean, maybe I could pour it over there and put a cover over it and then continue to use my workbench and stuff. Okay, there's always like a solution. I think, as Kyla was saying earlier, I always have an excuse to not do something. Does it matter if outside gets dusty if you're turning the outside off anyway? You would want to have at least the first day, well, depending on the epoxy, you would want the first while of the curing period to be dust free, because you wouldn't want the dust to like settle down into it. Once it has like a coating on it of like hardness, it would be fine to get dust and stuff on it. And maybe it wouldn't matter anyway. I don't know. I'm clearly no expert. Go pour it inside and leave it on a shelf instead of doing it out here in the shop. We could pour it out here in the shop and then I could just carry it inside. I don't know why I'm overthinking this. I don't have to leave it sitting on my workbench. You only see the 30 pen kit listed on PSI. Maybe it's 30 that I buy. Maybe I buy 2 30s. I don't know. 30 sounds right though, because you get one of each color, right? You get 5 copper, satin gold, satin pearl, chrome, gold, and gunmetal. And you get 5 of each. Yeah, that makes sense. So the 30 pack. But I buy 2 when I order them. Good call, Sean McGill. And Chili Man has pen blanks available on his website. I don't think I knew that. If you want some of these guys, like for example the ones that he sent me, you can order them straight from him and don't mess around with doing it yourself. I didn't sing too loud because I don't want to make up Robert and Nancy. My throat's sore. This feels like I don't want to read it. Sore throat for a bunch of. Is that song lyrics? Or are you making a joke? I can never tell with Pinnell. Sometimes I don't want to start reading what he has written until I know what it is he's doing. Why can't you fill the little container and move it to another part of the house? You might want to move the thing to the end because, or did I scroll back? Maybe I scrolled back. Yeah, that's an idea. I could fill the thing and then just put it inside. Or I could fill it inside or whatever. Like I said, there's lots of ways to do it. But 80 sets of earplugs the other day. Always buy in bulk. Yeah, everything that you need to go through, all the disposables or like consumables, buy them by as many as you can. Hey! I found a beer that I started right before the show and then put aside for some reason. It's a little bit warm and flat, but I don't have to go get another one right now. And now we can finish this one before the end of the show. It's more fun doing it yourself. You sell about 200 pen blanks a month. Yeah, if that's what you want to do with your life, I guess. I don't know. I want to do all kinds of stuff. I don't have an update on the guitar, by the way. The guitar is no further along. And because that's warm and it's been sitting there for an hour and a half, I don't want it. I'm going to pour it out. Nope. I'm not going to drink that. I'm going to dump it. Which means it's time to bid you adieu. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe, I suppose. It's that time of night. Maybe next week I will have an update on the guitar. Probably not, because I have to record some podcasts on my days off. And that workbench side of my that third of my shop is just a gong show, and I need to clean that. So any shop time I manage to get that isn't podcast recording is probably going to be that. So anyway, bye for now. Don't come here to learn. Loud noises. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. All right, good to see the peeps. You too, Megan. Welcome back. You missed a couple weeks. I was disappointed. All right, go finish the yard, Kyla. Paul, get back to the guitar. Marv, everybody loved seeing you, I'm sure. Come on back next week. And that's it. I'm hitting the X.